Homeowners are buying very differently in 2026. We have the evidence, we have the proof, we have the resources. Today, we're going to be going over that and how these homeowners are buying and the percentages of how they're buying, meaning the money in today's training. It's near and dear to me because I used to sit on the board at Harvard, the joint studies, and we used to go over these data points and numbers, and the numbers are in, and I want to break them down for you so you can understand who you're selling to at the point of sale to help move the needle, and more importantly, really, at the end of the day, help more homeowners at the point of sale, help them buy how they want to buy. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's training here. The great news is this: the total homeowner remodeling spending is projected to reach new records in 2026, around $525 billion. So no matter what is happening in today's economy, the good news is this: the numbers are the numbers. It's how you get there and how you get in front of them, and then what you do while you're building trust to present the home improvements that you install to win the jobs that matters. So we're going to be breaking down some of these numbers today, and then we're going to talk about the solutions that you can present at the point of need, at the point of sale, to help these homeowners with affordability. So there it is. The data that we pulled today for today's training comes from the JCHS, which is the Harvard University Joint Center for Housing Studies. Long name, and trust me, when I was up in Boston sitting there, it was a long day. It was all data, presentations, and I just was like, oh, I no longer sit on this Center for Housing Studies committee, but it was a great time when I was there, so I could gather the information, know that this is a real good source of information. So here's some of the data we're going to be going over. So how are they buying at the point of sale? I've got three specific sources for you right here. Secured loans, like our Improvifi secured option that we have at the point of sale, 54%. Shocking. I thought it would have been less. And I thought that the unsecured, like our Improvifi unsecured and our Improvifi direct consumer personal loans, would have been flip-flopped. Let's just think about this for a sec. People are not moving. They can't sell their homes. We can't sell our house in Park City. We're going to turn it into a rental. So they're sitting on fantastic equity because the values are still there and the comps. They're pulling that money out quick and they're paying contractors. That's why we have that in Improvifi for contractors to offer quick, easy at the point of sale. Okay? But you would have thought that all of the contractors in the world are just using unsecured and the numbers would be flip-flop. It's not true. Some of these homeowners are pulling the money out, then deciding what they're going to do on the remodeling stuff. So it's very skewed. It's interesting. I would have thought that the unsecured number would have been higher into the 20s or 30s, but it's in fact still only 17%. And then last but not least, this is the scariest thing, right? People are using their cash on hand out of their savings or checking or just plain old cash that they've saved up to do it's 29%. But I mean, adding the 54 and the 17 together, that is still all money leveraged from point of sale financing tools. Now, whether you're using Improvifi or you're using some other great lenders out there like Wells and Synchrony and Service Finance and Green Sky, it doesn't matter to me. We don't compete against them. We collaborate with them, meaning like, I'm just proud that you're offering financing solutions from a lender so you can capture some of this market share, the $526 billion, right? If you add Improvifi to your portfolio, your chances of you helping more people and closing more will increase exponentially. So as we keep that in mind, we don't compete against lenders. We collaborate with them. Adding us to your portfolio, the offer just gives you more options at the point of sale. So what does it all means for your sales process? If you are a smart contractor, you have a 10-step, 7-step, 12-step sales process that your team goes through. So the most important thing to take away from all of this data, it's quite simple. Financing is not a last resort for homeowners. You should never just pull it out of your back pocket. You should be offering financing, as we train at Improvifi, to all of our clients that we have through our school or educational platform. Always offer the promo, like the 12-month no interest. People are attracted to that. They don't want to pay interest. I'm going to pay it off when I want. They want to be in control. Offer low monthly payment options. That's monthly payment framing. So at the price reveal, you have a big ticket price. You have 12 months same as cash or low monthly payment option. I like to mix it up a little bit. I like the three options. I like the 12-month or 18-month same as cash promo. I like the low monthly payment and then produce the price. But everything is the same. Cash equals credit. Early, always, often, and in everything you do. They're already on your website examining to see if you have a consumer credit center, or if you've got a payment option, or if you've got a finance offer. So you may as well present it early, plant the seed, so you can take away from that shock that's going to happen at the close. And then, of course, good, better, best, or best, better, good, however you present. Presenting options allows the consumer to upsell and buy better roofing systems, better and more efficient air conditioning systems. And if they see what the low monthly payment option is between best, better, good, and good, better, best, they'll typically land in the middle or on the best, because just extending the term may make that better system more affordable for them. So number one, you're in the right place. Number one, you're learning. Again, whether you're using Improvifi or not, hopefully you'll walk away from today's training and it can improve what you're doing with your particular lender that you're using right now. But you have what most contractors don't have if you are with Improvifi. You have the ability to offer all of the finance solutions that we're going to go over in this training. So what we do, and I'm going to repeat this because I want this to really stick in, is that we can help every homeowner pay the way that they'd like to pay, meaning meet that buyer where they'd like to be met. And that's the key to today's training. The market has spoken. Homeowners are already telling us how they want to pay before we even show up to sell the home improvement. They're smarter than they've ever been. I don't know if you've ever read the book by Marcus Sheridan, They Ask, You Answer. But homeowners are very intelligent. By the time that Chucky and the Trucky is showing up, they pretty much either have the money, they want to finance the money, they want to use equity in their home. So you better be prepared to do this. It's not what they say, it's what they actually do. And this is where most contractors are losing deals. They're not walking into these jobs prepared. Again, I reiterate, this is important for you to understand. So if you're not offering this, when I say secured financing, we offer it from our mobile app, soft credit pull. Their approvals in 5 minutes with no appraisal, have the money in 5 to 7 days, treat them like a cash customer. The reverse side of this is horrible, by the way. If you give up control and you send your homeowners to a local bank or credit union and say, just go down to the bank and when you get the money, call me back. You've literally relinquished every ounce of control. When I say control, not in a negative manner, in a positive manner. You've given them total control to walk away from you, the person that you should be doing the job. They should be hiring you. You're there. You're the professional. You're showing them the value. You're providing the solutions to their problems. They should be doing business with you. So how do you take that control of the sale and not send them to a credit union and never hear back from them again? You control it at the point of sale through our mobile app. Okay? 29%. Look, if they whip out cash or savings, as long as they're not just discounting or shooting for the apples to apples, take their cash. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with not offering financing solutions. But also keep this in mind. If there is an upgrade for your selling best, better, and good, they can still give you their cash and finance the difference. So if it's a $30,000 system, which is the best, and they have $20,000, you may want to just offer them the $10,000 financing, which is like $101 a month, or a 12-month no interest if they want to do that with payment or no payment. It's up to you. But you can always supplement the difference on a better upsell and still take your cash. Okay? Just don't take all their cash. Make sure they got something in reserves. The last thing you want to do is empty out someone's checking or savings account. Then they got no money in reserves to protect their family in the case of an emergency, or if they were to lose a job, God forbid, or transmission to drop out. Make sure that they have some money in savings. That's a beautiful thing about financing, is you can leverage the funds for home improvement so they can keep cash on hand for emergencies. Don't ever take all of someone's money. That's a scary place to leave someone in, right? And then last but not least, using unsecured at the point of sale. And that could be unsecured indirect lending where we pay you directly via ACH, or an unsecured personal loan, which are actually, we're picking up quite a bit of business there. Our 750 and up FICOs are landing like 5.45 on the 2 to 3 years. Maybe not really long-term like we have on the unsecured up to 20, but if someone's just looking to borrow some money and use a personal loan, if they have a high credit score, they're looking at really good rates right now. Of course, there's no dealer fees on this as well. So if you're a contractor that's just like, I don't want to pay dealer fees, I won't build zero cost averaging into my thing, I won't do it, that's okay. We have plenty of loan options at Improvifi that have zero dealer fees whatsoever. So don't let it bother you. But offer a promo. I'll teach you how to do it. Just when you come on board or have a consultation, say, hey, Chris, how do I add a 5% dealer fee to my pricing and not get beat by my competitors, but still offer that 12-month promo and offer all the other cool stuff? I'll teach you how to do that. Don't worry about that stuff. All right, cool. So what it all really means, most of the contractors, at least the ones that aren't with Improvifi that are offering one lender, are kind of living in one lane, meaning like they have a lender, thank God, they have a rate sheet, yes, and they're using 3 programs. They're using like 2 promos and then a 10-year, right? I'll just take that menu off of somebody that's out there. That's all they're offering. So here's the problem. Number one, you get a counter offer that doesn't work, and the customer's like, no, you got nowhere to go. Or you get a decline, and the customer's like, hey, why did I get a decline? And you're only using one lender, so you have nowhere else to go. Like, that's a problem. How does your sales rep chuck a jive out of that one? Like, if they don't have another lender to go or some type of a waterfall, like we have multiple lending solutions in our mobile app, where does your sales pro go on a counter offer or a decline, or the program just doesn't fit what they want? You're in big trouble. So they're forced to sell cash. They're forced to sell a lesser of a product to be installed on the home. So this is where deals fall apart. And this, again, is where I say, hey, look, we don't compete, we collaborate. If you're working with lender A and you're selling their 3 programs that you just love, if you had us in your back pocket, you whip out the mobile app and you go. You go to the multiple lenders, you get to the approval, or you get to the product that the customer actually wants, like a secured loan, like a personal loan, like a subprime, like credit repair, like credit card merchant processing, all from our mobile app at the point of sale. This is why it's important to add Improvifi to whatever lender you're using now, so you can help more people at the point of sale. It's not about us taking the market. We've never gone to a contractor and said, hey, use us and use us in first position. I don't care where and how you use our platform, but add it to whom you're using now. It can only help you. It can't hurt you. You are different. You are a differentiator. When you show up with us, you have a consumer credit center. We help you build your own consumer credit center. So Adams Roofing Consumer Credit Center. What do you mean? Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, we're unlike most lenders out there, or we're unlike most contractors. We have multiple lending solutions within our consumer credit center to help you with however you want to buy from us. Would you prefer a 12-month same as cash? Or would you like a long-term loan payment option? Or would you like to use equity in your home? Or would you like your mom to take out the personal loan because her credit's amazing? These are the things that you need to have at the point of sale to position yourself as a differentiator. You do this. You educate them on what you have and what you do, and the other 2 guys that come in after you to give estimates don't have this. It makes the buying decision for the homeowner that's already confused, it doesn't have trust with any contractor, much easier for you to work with. That's how you're different. Offering secured, unsecured personal loans just gives your homeowners more options to say yes to you. Protection. Fund Lock. It's going to be released in the next week and a half or 2 weeks. We're building an API into our app right now. Fund Lock is here to protect your funds, the consumer's funds, and the funding of the project. Now, a long time ago in the 80s, my mom gave $45,000 to a contractor in Batavia, New York. My father had passed, and it was time for us to move into her hair salon, so we just didn't have the money for the mortgage. And it breaks my heart even mentioning this story because all the emotions just came flooding back. She gave $45,000 to a contractor, Gary Mitkiff, and he took off with it. And he moved to North Carolina, and he did that to 5 other families in town. So Gary stole all this money because Fund Lock didn't exist. Fund Lock would have been an escrow service to hold the money. We would have allowed him to get his 10% down and then released the funds on a line item cost breakdown or a progress pay as the project was completed. My mother did not have Fund Lock. So we're building Fund Lock into our mobile app as an escrow service to help you on protecting your funds, the contractor, protecting the consumer's funds because none of them want you to steal their money, and last but not least, protecting that the project will be funded complete once the job is done. So stay tuned on Fund Lock. We're really looking forward to this. This can be used for cash jobs, large jobs, medium-sized jobs. It can be used when somebody gets secured funds from our secured portal. It can be used for unsecured personal loan funds when they get that from our portal, or it can be used for cash if they pay you a whole bunch of cash on a $75,000 remodel and you want to do it in 25, 25, and 25. It's here to protect you. And it's like the cost of a credit card swipe fee is nothing. You're already building the 3% in your pricing anyway. So it's really just a great service. Imagine the trust that you'll build with your homeowners and your property projects that you're doing by explaining to them that you have this escrow service that you can hold and protect their funds. I just can't imagine the power that you'll have in the trust that you'll build at the point of sale. What is this big power shift? You're no longer just a sales pro or a contractor in the home. You've got more to present. You're a solution provider. You don't ask, can they afford it? You show them how they can afford it. You position this as a consultative sale rather than pushing them and asking them for the check or the insurance endorsement, all this other stuff that's happening in roofing now with high deductibles and ACV, RCV policy issues. Like, you're showing up differently, and you've got to nowadays because you've got a lot of competition that are pretty sharp. All the AI tools and all the stuff they're using right now, it is an ultra competitive marketplace. Now, the biggest mistake I see contractors making, number one, that's not even on here, is not offering financing at all. So if you are brand new to this, and I'm speaking at like level 205 today, we can get on a call and we'll break it down on a level 101 for you. But really, the biggest mistake is assuming the homeowner's payment method already. You're judging their house, you're judging their cars, you're judging their trucks, they look like they live in a community where they're just going to pay you cash. Most of the folks that live in those communities where it looks like they're just going to pay cash are looking to do the 12-month same as cash. And that's why they got to those communities where they are. That's why the BMWs and the Range Rovers are out in the park, because they've leveraged everything from Wall Street to get to where they are. So they are actually the people that love 18 months no interest because they control their funds. A lot of people don't even think that. They're like, oh, these guys are rich. They don't need to leverage money from Wall Street. It's quite contraire, mon frere. They're the ones that love to take advantage of Wall Street and let their money work for them. The average FICO nationwide for financing is like 735. It's not 400. It's not 500. People with challenge credit aren't the ones usually looking for financing because they're not even used to getting approved anywhere. So they already understand how difficult it is to get money because they have challenge credit. They usually can't get loans. And when they do get loans, the interest rates are huge. And I don't know, it's another conversation on how they fall into the credit trap. But don't guess. Make the offer. Meet buyers where they would like to be met. That's the newest way to solve for this. Hey, Mr. Smith, I'm not sure how you're looking to buy. I'm not sure if you'd like to use your money or use ours. But we at Chris Scoville's Roofing have a consumer credit center. We've got unsecured loans, personal unsecured loans, and secured loans. We even have credit card payment processing from our app. So however this ends up today, don't you worry about the money. We got you. A sales pitch, educating them that we've got a consumer credit center. We're looking to help them with affordability. That's all that this is about. There's no magic pill. Your sales reps don't have to memorize some big old script. You're just there to help them buy from you. It's all about positioning. So the correct approach is you present all these beautiful options from our mobile app. You let the homeowner decide and choose. Removes pressure, builds trust, and increases your close rate. It's that simple. These are the steps. Not just today. I'm not going to say her name. I'm looking at her on the screen. She's applying right now. Family in North Carolina. They need some hardy board and they need a roof. And I said, hi, I'm Chris Scoville. I'm the CEO of Improvifi. I've been doing this over 30 years. I'm going to send you a couple links. One is for a personal loan, unsecured, and one is for secured. They're both soft credit pulls, so your credit will not be impacted. What I'd like you to do, Mrs., I'm not going to say her last name, is apply, get your approvals, weigh it out, and then give me a call back, and I'll walk you through what they look like so you can make a better buying decision. There was nothing about my presentation that I said just now different from her. I want her to get 2 approvals. I want her to weigh out and make a buying decision that makes sense. Are they going to get a personal loan for $35,000 on 3 years? At a low interest rate? Don't know yet. We'll wait for the approval to come in. Or are they going to take out $35,000 up to 30 years with no prepay on a secured loan? I don't know. But they'll have the options when they apply and get approved. And I'll explain to her how both work. One's going to be a higher payment because it's going to be a shorter term. One's going to be a lower payment because it's a long term. One is unsecured, means it's attached to her, and the debt's not attached to the home. The other one is attached to the home, and they can pay it off if they want. They got 5 years redraw on it. So I'll explain the difference to them. This is what your sales pro should be doing at the point of sale all the time. It'll nearly cancel your cancellation, your 3-day right of rescission, because you're just helping them make the buying decision. Secured financing, the largest, 54%. Why? People have equity, rates are low, longer terms to 30-year terms, so no prepay. Great for projects up to $400,000. If you're not offering this, you're missing out on the biggest part of the market right now. So if you are working with one lender in 3 programs and you don't have this, reach out to us. We could pick up a large part of your marketplace right now just by adding that to your portfolio. Unsecured financing is fast. It's simple. It's simple to explain. It's all offered at the point of sale. Soft credit pull, instant approval, 5 minutes. All of our loan options that I'm discussing are that way. Soft credit pull, point of sale, QR code, get them approved, high five. Let's go. This is usually for customers that want convenience, that don't have equity in their home, and it's stated up to $50K. We do up to $150,000 in 20 years with no dealer fees. Personal loans. Personal loans are more, not such a backup anymore or a bridge. It can be if it's a smaller loan amount. We're having more and more people just take a personal loan because they're like, look, I've got the money. I don't want to spend it. I want a low interest rate. And I don't care if it's 2 or 3, 5 years. Doesn't matter. We lower credit tiers. Yeah, we don't have like a 500 FICO here. Credit rate will be higher. And then your people that have prime credit will be looking like a 5.99, if not lower, the 5.45 the other day on a 3-year. So flexible approvals keeps the deal alive. Again, more options are better than less. Cash customers, take the money. Don't take all their money, but make sure that it's just not a discounted deal and they're just looking apples to apples. Still offer good, better, best, or best, better, good. Try to get them upgraded in the system for better home improvements. The reframe. Stop asking, are you paying cash or financing? That's just cold. Start asking, would you prefer to use our money or your money? We got a consumer credit center. We're here to help. Lots of our customers love this. Some of our customers love that. It takes about 5 minutes to explore this, and it's a soft credit pull, meaning it won't even hurt your credit. And then we can help you make a better buying decision today. That's a better way. The whole, are you paying cash or financing? Ooh, you said the F word. Affordable payment solutions, payment options, affordability for this investment. 12 months, no interest. Long-term multi-payment option with no prepay. Scan the QR code. Apply today. Let's see what you get you approved for. Let's weigh out some options together, Mr. Smith. I'm here as a consultant to help you make a better buying decision. I'm not here just to show you one lending solution. I'm here to show you a couple solutions so you can make a better buying decision. Does that sound fair? Nodding your head, yes. Your advantage. All the contractors probably show one option. They come to us at Improvifi, and it's the first question that my consultants ask. What lender are you using now? And it's never like, oh, we got 6 lenders. Those guys, they don't even need our help. They've got it all figured out. It's usually, well, we use this now. Great. What's working and what's not? And they open up like they're in therapy. Show them all the options. It positions you being more professional, more prepared, more trustworthy. You're not just a salesperson. You're a consultant to helping them with the affordability. And if you need help, that's when you call us on our deal desk, right from the mobile app. Because sometimes the questions that you get from your customers are difficult. But my pros here have been trained with what I've learned over the last 31 years. And we know the lenders, and we know the portfolio, and we know the answers. And we're not afraid to get on the phone with your customers and help them. Matter of fact, that's why I built the deal desk. I built it so we can help the contractor structure deals and answer questions at the point of sale while the homeowners are sitting right there. We are your backup to your consumer credit center. So here's the close. When you show up, show all options. The conversation changes. It becomes not if they move forward, but how they want to move forward. Meeting them where they'd like to be met. Presenting the options and letting them choose. You pull up to a gas station, and the gas station has 3 different prices. Premier down to the standard stuff. You all of a sudden have a buying decision, but you have another buying decision. Your buying decision is to finance the gas or to pay cash for the gas. Most people finance it on a credit card. Bing, gas, done, go. Some people still take the $100, walk in, stand in line behind the people buying cigarettes and lotto, hand the $100, go back out, pump the gas, land on $77, put the thing back in, walk back in to go get your $33. Now you're standing behind people that are buying Mellow Yellow and Takis. You've literally wasted 25 minutes at the gas station, going in, dropping cash off, coming out, pumping in. Most people finance their gasoline. Most people make a buying decision. Most people are just buying the cheap stuff because people don't have a lot of dispensable money right now. This is what I'm talking about, presenting options at point of sale. What's coming to Improvifi? Fun block. We talked about that a little bit today. If you want to learn more, reach out. We've just released Improvifi, credit card processing from your mobile app. But that fun block is something else. Escrow protection. I've always wanted to protect the project. I've always wanted to protect the consumer. I want the consumer to trust you. And I want to protect your funds because you're worth it and you deserve it. You deserve to get paid on the install. You deserve to get progress pay and line on cost breakdowns or whatever you want to call it. But the consumer deserves to have their money protected. And the project deserves to be protected to make sure that everybody pays. And the best way that we could come up with this is building an escrow service to release those funds. Trust, security, professionalism. You are no longer just a contractor. You're not just selling a job. You're protecting yourself and you're protecting the homeowner. 2026, financing is no longer optional. It is absolutely and 110% expected. So contractors who present it early, always, and often, they present it confidently. Your sales reps know how to sell, and that's where we help in our trainings. We do live trainings, one-on-one trainings, team trainings, whatever you need, and you present it every single time. Will win. Final message. You have the tools. You've got our mobile app. You've been trained by us. You've been onboarded. You already have the platform. It's right there in your mobile app. Everything from lending to training to credit repair to escrow to the deal desk to the calculators to the toolbox. You've got the advantage. The only question is, will you use it every single time? Are you ensuring that each one of your sales reps at the point of sale is mentioning it early, always, and often in all that they do? That's where your training comes in. Of course, we will help you. We will train them. But it's up to you, the sales manager, the owner, to make sure that the reps are comfortable and they're confident in offering financing early, always, often, and every single time. We've got a lot of cool stuff that we can do here to train them on how to do it, make it easy and just natural. So on your next appointment, don't guess, don't assume, present all options. If you're with Improvifi, we love you, thank you. You can present secured, unsecured, or personal loans confidently. If you're not with Improvifi, reach out to us. Improvifi.com. We'll hop on a call with one of our consultants. We'll learn about your business. We'll ask you about your competitors, ask you about your marketing, who are you using for lending now, what do you like, what do you dislike, and then we'll show you under our hood to see if we're a good partner for you. Does that sound fair? Yes, good. Well, reach out to us. Improvifi.com. There will be some link somewhere where you can schedule a call. No harm, no foul. After the call, if you decide not to partner up with us, perfectly fine. At least we can share some ideas on how we can help you help more homeowners at the point of sale. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you soon.